If he does continue to be hurt, we might draft another wide receiver, see how that rookie does.
Right.
I either want to go with 3 strong wide receivers.
You see my guy declared for the draft today.
Yeah, there's a lot of
my guy Jalen Reagor at TCU. He's declared.
Well, I think whatever we have to do to keep this team together, because it's proven that the success here is just so amazing that we need to make sure everybody's paid handsomely so they really give that full effort we need every Sunday or Thursday.
I don't know what to think of this team.
Even though I do think we should have Amari Cooper on.
But since 2014, they've had essentially the same core. I think it's a hit or miss group. Unfortunately, they've been going 1 year on, 1 year off, and unfortunately, we're very much still in that cycle. And I don't know what the answer is, but at times with essentially the same damn team, they've looked nearly invincible. I think leadership and direction is enough.
And playing better defense and special teams and turning the ball over.
Holy cow! Special teams is crazy. Yes.
I tell you what,
there are on-field things that need to be a lot better.
We talk a lot about Garrett, and I understand changing Garrett could change everything. Rod Marinelli needs to be fired too. For his decisions on Taco Charlton and Tristan Hill, he should be fired. That's it. You're done. You're not hitting on Dave Irvings anymore or anything. Like, maybe you can stay, but you're done on that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in the draft.
Absolutely, with that. I mean, if you want a strong say in the draft room, you're going to have to be held strongly accountable to it. Back to Cowboys Twitter, John Machota, The Athletic, tweeting, angry Dallas Cowboys have a chippy practice Sunday. No one's happy. That's for sure. I like that.
So Mike mentioned this, and
they're going to try now, guys.
Right. I get tired of being Cowboys optimism guy when they give me very few reasons for it. But when I first heard after the game that, hey, there's a player that's ranting and raving and yelling in the locker room, and then later turns out it's Michael Bennett. My very first thought was, well, Michael Bennett was in Seattle, then Michael Bennett was in New England, and now Michael Bennett's in Dallas, and it's taken him only this long to get in the locker room and be like, guys, this is not how winners do it.
No.
Like, this ain't it. No. It's taken 3, and then now, in the week following, Ezekiel Elliott is talking about how practice is chippy, and it's like, is it possible that 12 games into the season, it took one player to get here and be like, that's not how you prepare to be a champion, and now the players are like, well, hot darn.
Yeah.
Let's get after it.
Well, I think because so many of the Cowboys are drafted into this system, their only NFL experience is how Jason Garrett does it.
Right.
And not that Jason Garrett is all wrong or all bad or anything, but hey, let's take one step at a time and don't get to it.
All right, I've heard enough. Here we go, guys. Monday. 1 down. 4 to go. I'm sorry. Well, I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Let me go ahead and throw that out there right now. Wonderful, safe, fulfilling Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is about being thankful. And it's it. It's about being thankful for everything that you've gotten, everything that you've earned, everything that you worked hard for. Thankful for family, health and strength, and being safe. Can we say that, being Dallas Cowboy fans? Can we say that we're thankful? That's a good question. As Cowboy fans, can we honestly say that we're thankful? That's a real good question. I asked that question, I can't even answer it. That's how good of a question that is. Now, football is the best sport. It's the best sport out there. It has a lot of power as well. What's up, Ron? Ron, Q, everybody in the house, what's up, guys? Football has a lot of power. It makes you do certain things that you normally don't do, and you probably don't even realize it. The sport itself, it makes you hate. Yeah, it does. It makes you hate on somebody that you don't even know. It makes you turn on people. It makes Cowboy fans turn on each other. It makes you forget about morals, everything that you were taught in football growing up, playing football, Pop Warner, you know, junior high, high school, college, whatever for some of us. All of the above. Football is very powerful because you're representing your city, your state. It's a representation of where you're from and what you believe in, what you're taking pride in. Yeah, it's already designed to make people hate each other, and you don't even know them. Personally, you don't even know them. But it makes you hate somebody because they're a fan of a team that you don't like. Isn't that something? That's how much power. But then when you see that person, that you hate in person, you're like, what you supposed to be like? What's up, man? You know, it's weird. It's very weird. It's very interesting. Football is very powerful. It makes people angry. If their team isn't doing good, they're pissed off. They're mad. It ruins their whole day. It's even hard to get up and go to work in the morning when your team loses. You're like, God damn. It's that difficult. It's that difficult. You know what I mean? It's just, people mess with you. People don't even know you. They mess with you. They troll you. You know, it packs a lot of power. It's almost immaturely sad. You know, it's like a bunch of kids. Ha ha ha, we're better than you. But you don't even play for the team. None of us play for the team. But we are condoning, teaching, and orchestrating hate. Right now, can't nobody stand Jason Garrett. Can't stand him. We want him gone. We want him out of here. His head, he just like you know, when you played the game Red Dead Redemption, you know, you do those little missions, those wanted missions. That's what Jason Garrett is right now. He's wanted. Like, that motherfucker better not be walking in the mall anywhere. He might get his ass. Like, seriously, I'm being honest, man. But hate. Jason Garrett might be the nicest guy. Oh, man. He might be cooler than a fan. But we can't stand him because we feel that he's not coaching right. Something ain't right. Something's rotten in Denmark. Hell, something's rotten in Dallas. But yet we love the sport. We support it. For some people, that's all they got. Bless their hearts, but it's all they have. It's football, Cowboys football. And I've been taught, you know, I've came into football, you know, family, a Cowboys family. Whole neighborhood their parents were football Cowboy fans. My parents, my grandparents, Cowboy fans. So I was kind of born into it. But I never hated anybody, you know, because they don't play for the team. You know, I may not like a team. I can't stand, you know, so and so. But I've never hated them because they're not playing. So they're kind of irrelevant. You know, a fan base, whatever. They're kind of irrelevant. They don't matter to me. It's just, you know. But I was sitting there watching some games this past weekend, and I got a chance to look at Kansas City and the Raiders. Oh my God, that was a blowout. But it was really nice not having to worry about a game on Sunday. That's how bad it is, man, being a Cowboy fan right now. I was actually like just laying on my couch, just, you know, it would have been better if we would have won. Oh, hell yeah, it would have been a lot better. Oh, we won, we got our game out of the way. We're good, you know. We're 7-5, you know, cool. We beat the Bills. We beat a team over 500. We're good. Wasn't the case. But it was still good not having to worry about the damn Cowboys this Sunday. It was good. I just watch everybody else fight amongst each other. You know what I mean? I usually don't talk about other teams, but because I'm not a fan of that team, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I got to in this case because they're in our division. The Philadelphia Eagles they lost against the Dolphins. I was very shocked. Like, seriously. Obviously, Philadelphia is what I thought at the time was a much better team than the Dolphins. And I said, oh, that's a shoe. And they got an easy schedule. They'll win out. It'll be us and the Eagles fighting for the NFC East, obviously, but they lost. I was like, oh my God, I felt bad for them, but then again, I was happy. I couldn't feel bad for them too much because shit, they're in our division and we need them to keep losing. If we're losing, hell, we damn sure need them to keep losing. But they shockingly lost, and I was very shocked. And I was like, wow. And they were all getting on us and making videos about us losing to the Jets and stuff like that. And they lost to a 2-9 team. That's why you got to watch what you say. That's why I don't get on here and talk shit to nobody, because you never know what your team is going. It's not worth it. It's really not. It's really not, especially when your team isn't that good. So you got to be real mindful and be real careful about who you talk shit to and what you talk shit about. That's why it's kind of childish and pointless to do it on the internet. But they lost, so they're 5-6. We're 2 games up on them, which is, I guess, it's a good thing because it is a sport, it is a game, and it's a game of numbers, and you have to, be positive in those numbers to excel to the playoffs. And we're as bad of a season this is for the Dallas Cowboys, as horrible as a season it is. We're leading the division. We probably got one of the worst divisions in the league. With Giants, God bless them and the Redskins, they're not doing too well. The Eagles not doing too well. Hell, we're not either. We just happen to have the best record and be the best team in our division. So that's just the way it works. It's not our fault. We didn't design the damn chart. But it is what it is. I take it. They keep losing. Hopefully we can at least win a game or two. We got 3 games left. I would like to win at least 2 of them, shit, just to secure that slot, just to secure it. But you can't tell. You can't tell. We got 4 games left. Oh, okay. Who we got left? I know we got the Chicago Bears. I know we got the Eagles again. We got the Giants. Who else we got left? Somebody help me out. I ain't got a schedule or nothing in front of me. Oh, Rams. That's who it is. Bears, Rams, then Eagles, right? Because we beat the Giants twice. We played the Redskins? Yeah, we beat the Redskins twice. Did we beat the Redskins yet? I mean, I know did we play them twice? Bears, Rams, Eagles, then Red. Oh, okay. All right. So, you know what? Our schedule really isn't. It's actually doable. Football news. What's up, bro? My brother. Football news in the house. Part of the roundtable, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy. Said Bears, Rams, Eagles, and Washington. All 4 of those games are winnable games. Now, I know we've been playing horrible this season. Horrible. We don't even really deserve to go to the playoffs, but I'm not going to turn it down. But we really don't deserve it. The way we've been playing. If it was up to me, I say, you know what, hell, everybody sit down. Y'all don't deserve this shit. Because you played like ass this year. Seriously, you just have. But those 4 games are winnable games. But as bad as we've been playing, remember the Giants back in, what was that, 2012 or something like that, when they beat the mighty Patriots? I think they came out of nowhere. They were a wild card team. And they came out of nowhere and beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl they did. What year was that? Somebody help me out. But and I'm not saying that, we can, anything can happen. You can get hot. Like I said, 2012. You can get hot at any moment. But without coaching, a lack of coaching, that's kind of impossible. We got some injuries too. I just found out that Connor Williams is going to the IR, and which really didn't surprise me because they brought him back too fast. I knew the way he was limping, I knew he re-injured that knee or whatever. So I think he just needs to rest, gain some weight, get stronger, be ready for next season. Because they was dogging him around anyway. So open-minded. What's up, man? But the rest of the games this season, the 4 games, that Football News brought up, I mean, they're winnable games. I mean, the Rams they're not doing too well. I mean, they're doing horrible this year. The Bears, they don't have an offense at all. And we know what the Eagles and the Redskins are about, So the Dallas Cowboys kind of have no choice but to win out, Y'all know something though? I made my video this past Saturday. Oh, open mind. Hey, your birthday. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Man, I had so much shit going on this weekend, bro. Happy birthday, man. Happy belated birthday, bro. Sorry about that, man. Hope you had a blessed day, man. But I made my video Saturday, and it was about Jimmy Johnson, which is surely missed. And when everything that he said, y'all can go back and watch the video. Last video I made. Everything that he said, it was deja vu, because somebody in the comment section said, "Dang, 1980, you've been saying that over and over and over again." And I was like, "Wow, I'm not trying to boost myself up there or anything, but he made it so uncomfortable losing." And Michael Irvin will tell you better than anybody. If you lost the game, oh man, you better look out. And they were afraid of him. They were afraid. He was like a parent to him. He's like, "Oh shit." When you did bad in school, and your mama say, "Well, I got to tell your daddy," and you like, "Oh shit," because if she tell your pops, it's hammer time. It's on. You're gonna get your ass handed to you. And man, a couple hours to go by, and what she said will be going in my head just over and over. And that garage will let up. And boy, I thought I was going to the damn electric chair. And she tell him, and I was, as a kid, you gotta respect your parents in order to learn from your mistakes. And these players, these new generation of players, they're not afraid of the coaching staff. They're not afraid. So they're not gonna learn anything being afraid. And I heard today that they were finally practicing outside. They should have been doing that. I mean, these are grown men. They should have been practicing outside in the cold weather. They should have been doing tackling drills, wrapping up drills in the cold. You just now doing that? See, that's the problem with this team. You just now, you've already been losing. You probably could have won. You probably been in better shape to win that game against New England. That was a winnable game. That was a winnable game. But you weren't mentally and physically ready for it because your ass is indoors every day. You practicing indoors. So they outplayed you, made you make mistakes, outcoached you, and they beat you. Bottom line, you have to be ready. You have to put your players in the best position, best predicament to win. And this coaching staff isn't doing that right now. They're not doing it. We got people say how talented we are. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys, we got all this talent. But it's going to waste. It's going to waste. And Jerry Jerry knows it. He knows his coaching staff ain't. Come on, man. You, as a boss of you know what employees work harder than others or can do the job. You know Jason Garrett ain't. But see, that's your homeboy, so it's hard for you to let him go. And that's why he was crying. I said this last week. That's why he was crying. Because he know his homeboy. That's your homeboy, man. He played back in the Super Bowl days, backed up Troy Aikman. You know what I'm saying? Now he's coaching for you. And that's like family. That's like a son to you. And now it's hard for you to let him go. He done fucked up all these years. He's been, you know, mediocre all these years. Took Dallas Cowboy fan base through mediocrity all these years. And now that it's resurfacing once again, now your feelings hurt. Feelings hurt. So you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? My mom said that a long time ago. You make your bed, you lie in it. You reap what you sow. And see, now you got to force him out because don't nobody give a damn about him no more. He's lost the locker room. Locker room don't care. You get tired of this. Like they said, they asked Jimmy Johnson, do the players get tired of hearing from that coach, especially when they're losing? He said, yeah, it gets old. Because you can't tell them nothing no more because you keep losing. What can you tell a player on your team and they keep losing? You can't say nothing no more. It's done. You're done. Because you're not doing anything new to solve the problem. It's done. That's all she wrote. And when Jimmy Johnson was talking, man, I missed him so much. Because we need that. Jimmy Johnson said, man, you know what? We would lose a game and you know, had a horrible game. You know, we already locked the playoffs and everything. We were good. But we went in there, I don't give a damn if it's a game we didn't need. You know, we went there, we lost. And he said, we got on the plane and the you know, the flight attendant started serving the guys these, you know, gourmet meals. So he said, no, take that back. These motherfuckers don't need to eat. They just fucking lost. So now take that back. Y'all go home hungry. How about that? Go home hungry. Because you lost. What do these guys get? Gary be clapping. Good job. Good job. What are you talking about, man? We lost. We're losing. These cats don't need to eat. These cats don't need to practice indoors. Take their asses outside where they belong. Where I practiced growing up. Take them outside. They asses should have been outside from the first week. You take them out there in crazy ass Oxnard in the heat. Well, it don't be that hot out there as it does here. But you take them out there. You're already babysitting them there. Oh, I don't want them to get too hot, you know. Man, please. Man, we practicing that heat, dog, every year, man. And if we ask for a water break, man, please. Coach was like, what? Water? You out your mind asking me for water? That's the problem, man. Sissified, man. Ain't nobody they ain't gonna have that extra in them to try to win a game. They don't know. They're not gonna do what they don't know. Fuck all this. Oh, you know, the fans get to win and tour the stadium until that. You know what? That's why it's hard for me to go to games. I ain't been to the Star. I'm right up the street from it. For what? For what? They ain't won nothing. I know who they are. I ain't missing nothing. I used to be a ball boy back in the day for the Cowboys, man, on the sideline every weekend. Trust me, man, and those were in the heydays. I ain't missing nothing, bro. People, oh, man, you ain't been to a game. You damn right I ain't been to a game. Not this year. Shit. You think they deserve my money? Hell no, they losing. I go to a game and they spend all this money on parking and and refreshments and shit, and hot dogs and pretzels and soda crackers and shit, and they lose. Man, please. Man, I'm telling you, dog. Hey, they need to get it together, man. What's up, Paulo? See, cats back then, somebody in the comment section just brought up Jimmy and Troy and all that. Them cats wanted to win, man. It was win first, business, money second. Troy Aikman was pissed off in that book. He's like, what the hell's going on? What y'all doing, man? If I was Troy or Emmett or Irvin or Dion, I'd go in that locker room and I'd be like, man, what y'all doing, man? Like, I'm serious. What are y'all doing? Why don't you want to win? You can't honestly say that you're trying to win with all this bullshit around us right now. There's no way. What you crying for? The fan base has been crying for 25 years. Say the tears, man. Like, seriously, man. Say them crocodile tears, dog. Because it ain't gonna, trust me, it ain't gonna pass with us. We don't give a damn. I got 151 people in the damn chat right now that don't give a damn about your tears, bro. Because we've been crying for years. So save it. What's up, D-Rock? That's what Michael Bennett did. Yeah, I heard about that. Michael Bennett better be careful. See, Michael Bennett ain't been around. You know, what's his fourth, fifth game, whatever? Give or take. I might be wrong. But he came, just like they just said on the radio, he came from Seattle, the Pats. He all about winning, man. He ain't signed up for this shit. He like, say, man, y'all, what is this, man? Do y'all not like winning? What the fuck? Y'all wasting people's time, man, and your own time. You out here practicing and spending money on shit, getting on planes, and all this shit, man, to lose? What the fuck? Who does that? Blows my mind, dog. But we get on here every week hoping. Just like we hope we beat the Bears. I can't say all Bears are struggling, man. We'll beat them. I can't say that. I can't even say that. Ain't that sad? I can't even say, oh, we're going to beat the Bears. I can't even feel comfortable saying that shit. Man, back in the day, man, we played, back in the triplet days. Oh, we got that game. Oh, Green Bay? Oh, I ain't even got to look at the schedule. Who we play? Oh, we got that game. We good. Now, shit. Don't make sense. Cowboys got to win. Yeah, they damn sure got to win out. Football news. You right. They got to. They ain't got no choice. Like I say, Eagles losing. Ought to give them some momentum. Like they're giving us life. They giving it to us, man. Let's see if we take advantage. Let's see if we got enough common sense to take advantage. And we play Thursday night. Boy, if we don't win that game, y'all know how I'm about them Thursday night games. I can't stand them because they keep you up. You got to go to work the next morning, and they lose, and I'm staying up for that, man. Just say. Yeah, I don't see very many Eagles fans. Bless their hearts. Man. Whew. That's why you got to be careful about what you're saying and what you're talking about, man, because it's hard to show your face when you get beat. Hard to show your face when you get beat. But man, it's they talked about this morning about possibility of us losing Coop and Byron Jones after the season. What y'all think about that? I don't think they need to let Coop go. Like that's our best that's our best receiver, man. We gotta find a way to get him healed up. You know, he's his health has been very inconsistent this season. He's been playing hurt pretty much this whole time he's been here. You know, but he's still been able to make plays and do his thing. But he's been a little off these past couple of games. He got shut out against New England. Old boy shut him out. He couldn't get nothing going. But you know, we'll see how we hold up against the Bears. Take advantage, man. Take advantage. Smoking. I said, take advantage, man. Take advantage. I know that's right, man. Yeah, that's another. Oh, see, that's why you need to slow down, man. People having wrecks and shit over, man. That's why you gotta slow down. Yeah, man. I'm not even really excited about this game coming up. I can't be. It's hard to be the way we've been playing this season. But clearly we're the better team. But you know, Dallas Cowboys, they'll find a way to fucking lose the game. 6:30. Nah, man. I'm on. I was on 6:35. I'm on 75 now, going north. We might lose Coop. I heard that, man. I hope not. I hope not, man. I don't know. They were talking about it this morning. They were saying it's a possibility. I don't know the details or anything. I don't know if it has to do. It might have to do with contract. He hasn't been signed yet. I know he's been busting his ass and doing his thing, but hasn't seen any benefits from it. So I don't know if it could be that. We all know what Cooper's about. What kind of athlete he is. He's one of the best wide receivers, one of the best route runners in the league. And he does deserve to get an extension. When, where, and how, I don't know. But when they were talking about it, I don't think he. Yeah, I hope not, man. Sign Coop. Yeah, sign him. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, Dak Prescott is going to continue to keep playing the way he's playing. I'm pretty sure that he's probably going to be the first one to get signed. There's no doubt about that. They're going to sign him. They're probably going to sign him first. And maybe Coop, but I don't think that Byron Jones will be back. Byron Jones has really disappointed me. He's an okay corner, but he's not a playmaker at all. He does just enough to luckily back down a pass without even looking, just waving his arms in the air. And he hasn't been the same. I think he's worse than last season. Last season he's a lot more physical. He's making a lot of tackles. This year he's been, getting turned around. He's just really soft. And especially with Chris Rashad teaching them teaching them not to turn their heads when the ball is in the air. It's a big no-no. And nobody, and they said, I want to make plays. We want to make plays on defense. It's impossible to make plays on defense when you don't look for the ball. It's impossible. You can't. You can't do it. That's like trying to catch a ball without looking. You can't do it. So, Chris Rashad, I really lost a lot of respect for him. He's a fiery guy. He might have some defensive schemes that may help us, but it's hard for him to do it because Marinelli is still kind of got the final say-so on the defense, still kind of running the show. But he needs to be fired too. I don't know about Chris Rashad. I'd probably give him another chance, maybe another year. But it's hard for me to do that because he teaches players not to look back. And I'm very sensitive about the cornerback position and the secondary position because I played in high school and college and in arena football. And, I was taught to, you turn into a receiver when the ball is in the air. This is bottom line. And these players have no initiative when it comes down to that. And you cannot make plays if you don't own the ball and get the ball back for your offense. And you can't get off the field if you don't try to do that. It's impossible. So I can't really. And also with Chris Rashad, you know, all due respect, but he had the Legion of Boom, for God's sakes. It's the best defense, best secondary, you know, pretty much put together. And when you have guys like that, playmakers like that, ball hawks like that, you know, big hit guys like that, you really don't have to do too much coaching. They can all do it for you. You know, so now that he's come here and he has to start from scratch with a bunch of young guys, a bunch of young talent, you know, it's difficult for him. So hasn't really shown me anything, you know. But his philosophy, his defensive philosophy, his defensive scheme, and Marinelli's scheme is not. It's not mixing. It's like all in water. It ain't mixing. Something's not right. They're not on the same page, and that's the bottom line. And that's why we're struggling on defense. When LVE coming back, I have no idea. No idea. I knew it was pretty serious when they were talking about him, and they were saying that it could be maybe a career-ending injury. That's serious. But they said, then again, they went back and they said, no, it's not that. Don't worry about it. But, you know, they could tell you anything and be lying. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I haven't heard anything about it. They're kind of keeping that on the down low. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully he'll be back at the end of the season, or maybe if we make the playoffs, in time for the playoffs. Yeah, injury, back, neck injuries, man. Once you do that, once you start getting those injuries, man, back, neck, spine, or knees, you're done. Because those are the main parts of your body that holds the body up, pretty much. And once you start, you know, injuring those things, you're, man. Yeah, that happened to a lot of guys. Jay Novacek, he started, you know, Daryl Moose Johnson, Michael Irvin. You know, that's it, man. That's all she wrote. Thomas Garrett said, "Your history." Yeah, it is, man. That's just facts, man. And I you know, he's such a young guy, and he, you know, he's got all his health and strength, got his whole season ahead of him. I hope that's not the case. You know, so but we'll see. What's up, Jay? Yep. But guys, that's all I got, man. I don't have too much else, man. There's really nothing else too much to talk about. I'll get into the Bears, my Bears review, you know, later on in the week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, well, game's Thursday. Probably maybe tomorrow or Thursday, I'll get into the Bears and what I think and how I feel and how I think the Dallas Cowboys should attack, Bears' strengths and weaknesses and all that stuff, man. So I'll get into that again. I don't know if it'll do me any good, but, you know, the Cowboy fan in me, I feel like I have to do it. So it is what it is, man. But, guys, I want to thank y'all for joining me today, taking time out of your day, man. Without y'all, this show would be nothing. This is the channel, one and only Cowboy channel where your opinion matters. But anyway, guys, that's all I got, man. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up, because you never know what the day is going to bring you. Holla back at me, man. I'm out.